Hello and welcome. We'll get started in a seated position today. So preferably a comfortable seat where both of your sits bones, your tailbone are rooted into the ground. You can be in a cross-legged seat. You can take butterfly legs. You can stretch your legs out long, whatever feels right for you. Bring your hands to whatever position feels comfortable. You can flip your palms up facing the sky. You can rest your palms down on your knees. Bring your hands to your lap, just settling into a position that feels good for you. And as you feel ready, gently closing down your eyes. Taking these first few moments to draw your attention inwards. Noticing how you feel in your physical body today. Noticing how your breath feels in your body today. And giving yourself permission to set that analytical part of the mind in the back seat. Surrendering any need to analyze, criticize, judge, perfect, or react to anything that you notice. Sinking deeper into that state of present observation where you may notice all the sensations, physical sensations in your body, sensations in the mind, thoughts, or external sensations in your physical surroundings. From a place of presence where you can notice all of these things without any need to react, and just letting them all continue to pass you by while you keep coming back to a new breath each time. Take a little deeper inhale that you notice and sigh that breath out. And do that again. Nice full breath in, a little bit deeper this time. And sigh it out. Take one more deep breath, all the way to the top, this time holding once you're full. And sigh it out. Use your next inhale to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll your shoulders down and back, nice open chest. And do that again. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, roll back, open chest. One more time. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. And on your exhale, roll your shoulders down and back, creating a nice open heart, open chest. And keeping your shoulders down and back. Sit onto your right hand. You can place your right hand under your butt cheek, your hamstring, your glute muscle, whatever feels good for you. Let your left arm relax. When you're ready, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Come back to a new breath. And begin to steady that breath in and out through your nose. Allowing yourself to settle into that gentle balance between the effort and the ease. So maybe that means letting go of a little bit of effort. Or maybe that means applying a little more effort. That's up for you to decide. Begin letting go of any of the extra tension or effort in your body that's not serving you. Allow your facial muscles to soften, your jaw to release. Relaxing around your belly, your hips, and your hamstrings. Softening more in that left shoulder and left arm. And notice what feels good here. What do you feel releasing in your body? Where can you release just a little bit more? Take a full breath and soften with this exhale. Do that one more time. Deep breath and a full breath out. Keeping your right hand down, bring your head back up through center. This time turn your chin to your left shoulder and gently tuck it down. Take a new breath and begin to steady that breath. Once again, letting go of any of the extra tension or effort in your body that's not serving your peace, your release. Soften in the face, your forehead, your eyes. Notice if you've picked up any tension in your lower half, your hips or your legs. Following that steady rhythm of breath in and out through your nose, and continually letting go of any of the tension that arises to the surface, whether it's physically or mentally. Take a breath that you notice. And let something go with this breath out. One more time like that. Take a deep inhale. And a full breath out. And very gently bring your head back through center. Peel that right hand out. Use the breath in to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll them down and back. Nice reset. This time, sit onto your left hand. And when you're ready, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Set your intention to keep your shoulders down and back, holding that open heart space, open chest. You may notice sometimes the shoulders want to start to cave in, rounding over your chest. Try to keep them up and back and holding a nice tall spine. So gently pressing down with your tailbone to activate the low spine. Notice how that draws energy all the way up your spine. Check in with your breath. Allow that right shoulder and right arm to relax just a little bit more. Once again, releasing any of the tension from your hips or your belly, and tuning your awareness to what feels good in this experience, what feels good in your physical body. Take a full breath that you notice. Gently soften with this breath out. And do that one more time. Nice deep breath in. And clear that out. Gently bring your head back up through center. Turn your chin to your right shoulder and tuck it down. Start with a new breath. And steady that breath in and out through your nose. Check in on your shoulders, making sure they're not rounding forward or slouching. Gently release any of the extra tension or efforts from your body that are not serving you. Any straining, resisting, or clenching in your muscles from your face to your shoulders, to your hips, to your toes. Take a deep breath here. Let a little something go with this exhale. Do that one more time. Nice deep breath in. And clear that out. Gently bring your head back through center. Peel your left hand out. Use an inhale to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, roll them down and back. Do that one more time. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up and roll back with your exhale. Keep your shoulders down and back. Bring your fingers to interlace at your low back. Start to press your knuckles back behind you. You can interlace your fingers or your thumbs, whatever works for you. And just gently reaching backwards and working your pinkies up higher towards your shoulder blades. And remember, it does not have to be forced to be effective. So allow yourself that balance between the effort and the ease. Where can you allow more ease now? Soften around your face, your jaw, your neck. Option to tuck your chin down to your chest or lean forward if that feels good. Just keeping that steady breath with you. Allow your legs and your hips to soften once again. Take a deep breath here and sigh that out. Turn to look over your right shoulder, still pressing the knuckles back. Take a breath in and breathe out. And turn to look over your left shoulder. Take a breath in and breathe out. Bring your head back through center. Take one full breath in and a big sigh out. And very gently release your hands. One more time, use an inhale to squeeze your shoulders up and roll back with your exhale. This time, bring your hands to your knees. You can be in a cross-legged seat, or you can extend your legs out, knees bent, feet planted down. If you are in this position with your knees bent, you can put your hands onto your knees or under your knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So use your inhale to curve your spine forward, lifting up through your chest, draw your shoulders back, big breath. And on your exhale, round your spine back, hug your belly into your spine, round your shoulders forward, chin to chest. And move with your breath at your own pace, using the inhale to curve the spine forward, lift the heart up and through, shoulders back. And the exhale to curve your spine back, belly into spine, shoulders round, chin to chest, empty your lungs. We'll take 3 more cycles. Use the inhale to lift your chest up and through. Press your hands into your knees. And on your exhale, curve your spine back, chin to chest, empty all the air from your lungs, using that press of your legs into your hands into your legs to deepen this stretch. 2 more times. Lift up and through on the inhale, nice open chest. And curve it back with your exhale, rounding the chest forward, chin to your chest. 1 more cycle. Seated cow, lift your heart up and through, shoulders back, press into your knees. And use your exhale to round back, hunching over, pressing your legs into your hands. On your inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And breathe out. Come to any seated position of your choice, preferably one where you can get your hands gripped on your knees. You can come to butterfly legs or cross-legged seat. And we're going to do some spinal rotation. So start by leaning your heart towards your left knee, and then leaning your chest forward over to the right knee, and then rounding back, curving your spine as you come backwards, and then begin again. Lean towards the left knee, forward over to the right, and go ahead and move like this at your own pace, connecting your breath with your body movement in whatever way feels good for you. You can inhale as you lean forward and exhale as you lean back, or vice versa. taking as big or as small of rotations at whatever pace feels good for you. You can let your head and your neck roll too. Take one more rotation in this direction. And then go ahead and switch, leaning your heart towards your right knee, and then forward over to the left knee, and rounding back. And just take a few cycles like this, taking your breath with you as you move. Take one more rotation around. And come back to a neutral spine. Come to butterfly legs. If you're not here already, bring the soles of your feet together and take a moment just for some gentle movement. To warm up the hips, warm up the spine. You can flutter your knees, you can rock side to side, maybe rock forward and back, or take some more of those rotations around. Connect with your breath. When you feel ready, lengthen your spine on an inhale and fold forward with your exhale, taking that length in the spine with you as priority. So avoid any hunching or rounding over in the back or the shoulders to create a deeper fold, and just focus more on that length in your spine. Connect with your breath here and soften any of the extra tension in your shoulders or your face. Feel free to invite some movement here. You can flutter your knees or rock side to side even while you're folding. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then gently bring yourself back up through center, and we'll meet in a tabletop position. So stacking your hands just below your shoulders and your knees just below your hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide across your mat. Actively press into your palms. And take a few moments here to move around in whatever way feels good for you. You can swivel around in circles. You can take some big rotations with your hips and your neck. Maybe shifting your weight forward and back, or flipping your palms around to stretch your wrists out. Fingers facing your knees. And start to cultivate that steady flow of breath in and out through your nose as you move. And take one more full cycle of breath in and out, no rush, and whatever flow feels good for you. And we'll meet back in a neutral spine. Take a breath here in neutral. And breathe out. On your inhale, come to cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, look up. And on your exhale, cat pose. Round your spine, hug your belly in and up, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Cow pose on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, press into your palms. Cat pose is your breath out. Really empty all the air from your lungs. Press the earth away from you. Cow pose, a little bit deeper breath in. Press into your palms. Pull your shoulders back. And cat pose, round your spine. Empty all that air back out. Press down through your hands. This time, stay here in your cat pose. Steady your breath. Lean your weight over to the right. So you're popping that right hip out, leaning over to the right and rounding more through the right side of your body. Press actively into your palms and your knees. Take a breath here and breathe out. Do that one more time. Take a breath. Full exhale. And come to cow pose on your inhale. Drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. Stay here, breathe out. It's time, peek over your right shoulder. Looking back towards your right hip, Maybe, if it feels good, tucking that right hip towards your right shoulder, feeling a little pinching sensation in your right side body. Press down into your palms, take a breath, and breathe out. One more time, take a breath here, and a full exhale. Come through center, cow pose on your inhale, look up. And cat pose with your exhale, round that out, empty your breath. This time stay in your cat and lean over to the left, popping that left hip out, rounding more through your left side, your left shoulder. Press actively down into your palms and your knees. Take a breath in and a full breath out. One more time, take a breath. Stay for that full exhale. And come to cow pose on your inhale. Nice big breath, bigger than you think. Stay here, breathe out. This time, peek over your left shoulder. And if it feels good, tugging that left hip and shoulder towards each other to create that little pinching stretch in your left side. Take a breath in and breathe out. One more time, take a breath. Stay for the exhale. And come back through center, cow pose with one big breath. Press down through your palms. Last time, cat pose. Empty your breath as you round. And settle back to a neutral spine and come to downward facing dog. Take a brand new breath here. And sigh that out. Take a moment for some movement. You can pedal out your knees, shake your hips, shake your head, anything that feels good. Spread your fingers wide across your mat and actively press the earth away from you. Drop your head, release your neck, and gently reach your heart back towards your knees, lifting up through the pit of your belly. Take a breath in and a full breath out. On your inhale, lift your heels up high. As you exhale, tiptoe all the way up to meet your wrists, ragdoll. Plant your feet about hip-width distance or wider and bow over your legs. Your hands can drop down to the ground, or you can grab opposite hand to opposite elbow, bending your knees as much as you'd like, maybe even so much that your heart rests onto your thighs. Connect with your breath and feel free to invite some movement. I like to bend one knee and then the other while I sway my spine side to side. You can shake your head out. Lift and spread all 10 toes. And then lightly relax them back down. Let your shoulders, your neck, and your head all shrug just a little bit heavier. Take one full breath in. And sigh that out. Release your hands. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Press your hands to your knees, your shins, and lengthen your spine. Fold forward on your exhale. Do that again. Halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. This time, stay here. Breathe out. Press down into your heels. Gently draw your belly button in towards your spine. Notice how that lengthens out your low spine. Draw your shoulders up and back to create an open chest. And look directly down between your toes so the back of your neck lengthens out. Take a breath in. And forward fold. Let that go. This time, rise all the way up. Reach high on your inhale. Press into your heels. Cactus your arms with your breath out. Nice open chest. Draw your shoulder blades together on your spine. Fingers, palms spread out wide. Press down into your heels. Take a full breath in. And a loud sigh out. And scoop your arms under, reach up tall on your breath in. And forward fold with your breath out. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Step back, high plank as you exhale. Drop your knees, lower all the way down to the ground. On your inhale, lift up to cobra. Lift your chest, press your hip points down. Breathe here. Spread your fingers wide and actively press down into your palms. Give a little bend to your elbows so your shoulders are drawing back. Nice open chest. Take a breath in and breathe out. Peek over your right shoulder. Take a breath. Breathe out. And peek over your left shoulder. Take a breath. And breathe out. Come back through center. Take one breath in. And tabletop to downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a nice big breath here. And sigh that out. Step your right foot forward towards your hands. Come down to a low lunge. So your back knee comes to the ground. This is option 1. And you can adjust the length of your stance to fit what you need. You can bring your front foot closer to your back knee, or you can step it further away. Just make sure this front knee is staying stacked over the front heel and not leaning forward towards the toes. If you feel wobbly, you can take your feet wider apart for a little more grounding in your foundation. Option 2, lift your back knee. Your hands can stay framing your front foot. You can bring them to your front knee, or you can bring them to your heart, maybe even reaching up if that feels good for you. So again, your back knee can be down or lifted, and taking any position that you like with your arms. Wherever you're at, take a new breath in and a full breath out. Let your shoulders soften down your back and let go of any tension in the face, your jaw, your neck. Lighten the grip of your front toes and press down through your front heel. On your next inhale, reach up high, lengthen through your fingertips. On your exhale, plant your left hand to the ground, twist to the right. Right arm still reaching up high. Then take a brand new breath. Twist with your exhale. Feel your belly button hugging in towards your spine. Spread your fingers wide on that right hand and feel your right shoulder peeling onto your back. Take a full breath here. Deeper breath out. One more time, take a big breath in. And stay for that exhale. And bring your right hand down to frame your front foot. Straighten your front leg, take a half split stretch. On your inhale, halfway lift through the spine to lengthen. And bow with that breath out. Feel free to allow your front leg to bend. You do not have to have the leg locked out. I think oftentimes there's a misconception in yoga that it has to hurt to be doing something, and that's not the case. It does not have to be forced to be effective. So allow yourself to settle into that balance between the effort and the ease. A place where you feel some sensation, but not causing strain or pain. Feel free to bend your knee and then straighten it back out, kind of rocking back and forth, or maybe pointing and flexing your toes. I like to rock my hips side to side. Just taking your breath with you and letting go of any of the extra strain or effort that's not serving you. Let your shoulders soften down your back. Take a full breath here. Let a little something go with this exhale. One more time like that. Nice deep breath in. And clear that out. Let it go. And gently come back through your lunge. Plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Land here with a brand new breath. And clear it out. Reset. Take another full breath here. And let that go. As you're ready, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Drop that back knee down, and then take a moment to set yourself up in whatever position feels right for you. Adjusting the length of your stance, the width of your stance. And again, you can keep your fingers framing that front foot. You can bring your hands to your front knee, hands to heart, whatever you choose, whatever is going to benefit you the most today. Take a new breath. And steady that breath in and out through your nose. Try to keep your eyes set at one still place. We call this drishti in yoga. It helps to keep the focus of your mind present. Lighten up the grip of your toes and anchor down through that front heel. Use your next breath in to reach up tall. On your exhale, plant your right hand to the ground, twist to the left. Reach that left arm up high, spread your fingers wide, and take a brand new breath. And twist with that exhale, pressing down through that front heel and peeling that left shoulder onto your back. Let your neck muscles neutralize so they're not craning in any uncomfortable way. Take a nice full breath in and a little deeper breath out. One more time, take a deep breath. Stay for that exhale. And drop your left hand to the ground. Straighten your front leg into a half split stretch. Again, you can allow a bend in your knee. It does not have to be straightened out. Use an inhale to take a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and bow with your breath out. Steady your breath in and out through your nose. And allow yourself to settle into a state of ease here, in balance with the effort. Soften your neck muscles and your shoulders. Release any tension from your face or your jaw. Feel free to take any of the little movements, rocking your hips side to side, or bending and straightening your leg, pointing and flexing the toes. Notice what you feel releasing in your body. Take a deep breath that you notice. And a full breath out. One more time. Take a deep breath. And let that all go. And very gently come back through your lunge. This time, step back to a tabletop position. And come to child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Sink your hips down to your heels. Ground your forehead and reach your hands out long towards the top of your mat. Option to take your elbows, your arms wider apart if that feels good for you. Allowing your chest and your upper back a little more room to open and release. And settle here for a few cycles of breath. Let your shoulders and your arms sink heavy, your chest melt down towards the ground. Release your belly. Release your jaw and your neck. Notice where you feel supported. Notice where you feel ease and release. Take one full breath here. And sigh that out. Let it go. Gently walk yourself up to a seated position and swing your legs out long in front of you and shake them out a little bit. Scooch over to the left edge of your mat and bring your right foot to your inner left thigh for seated tree and turn to face your right knee. So your left hand can come to your left leg or the inner part of your left leg on the ground. When you're ready, take a side stretch by reaching your right arm up and over your right ear towards your left toes, and breathe here. Immediately allow your shoulders to soften away from your ears. Feel your neck muscles elongate away from your collarbones. And gently press that right hip down into the ground, keeping you anchored, activating that low part of your side body. Feel free to take some rotations with your right arm or your right wrist if it feels good. Take a full breath in. Soften more with this exhale. And on your inhale, rise back up through center. Plant your right hand behind your right hip. Stargazer, lift onto your right knee. Extend your left leg out long. Press down into your left foot. Turn your chest open towards the sky and expand across your collarbones. Let your head drop back. Spread your fingers out wide and breathe. Notice where you feel strong. Notice where you feel supported. Let your shoulder blades open together on your back. Take a full body breath in. Sigh that breath out. And take one more deep breath. And slowly, gently lower with your exhale. Extend your right leg out long and give your legs a little shake. And when you're ready, scooch on over to that right edge of your mat and find your seated tree on the side, bringing your left foot to your inner right thigh and turning to face your left knee. Your right hand can settle onto your right leg or the ground inside of it. And when you're ready, take your side stretch by reaching your left arm up and over your left ear towards your right toes. Take a brand new breath here. And lean into your exhale. Feel that left hip pressing down into the ground, just gently. Elongate all the way through your left shoulder to your fingertips. Release any crunching around your shoulders or your neck. And feel your neck muscles elongating away from your collarbones. Feel free to take any of the rotations in your left arm or your left wrist if it feels good. Take one full breath in and clear that out. Let it go. On your inhale, rise back up through center. Plant your left hand behind your left hip. Stargazer, lift onto your left knee. Expand across your chest. And feel that right shoulder open towards your back. Spread your fingers wide and breathe here. Actively press down through everything touching the earth. Engage your glute muscles to lift those hips up high. Take a full body breath in. Full breath out. One more time, take a deep breath. And slowly, gently lower with your exhale. Extend that left leg out long. Go ahead and shake them out a little bit. When you're ready, reach up tall on an inhale. And fold with your breath out, creating a nice long spine and keeping that as priority over the depth of the fold. Remembering a healthy spine is a healthy body, so honoring that alignment. Feel free to point and flex your toes or allow your knees to bend as much as you'd like them to. Just a few cycles of breath here. Let go of any of the strain or any of the force and try easy. Let your shoulders soften down your back. Take one full breath in, lengthen, and bow with this breath out. And gently bring yourself back up through center and roll all the way down onto your back. Take a happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. And if this is not accessible to you, then bend your knees, bring them into your chest, and take your knees wide apart. Hands on your knees. Wherever you're at, draw your knees down towards your armpits, inner thighs towards your rib cages. Breathe here. If it feels good, you can rock side to side a little bit, or try straightening out your legs, maybe one at a time. Expand across your whole back. Draw your tailbone down to lengthen. And gently press your shoulder blades down into the ground to expand through your upper back. Soften around your face. Take one full breath in. Stay for the breath out. And gently release your feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And take them over to the right for a supine twist. Make sure both shoulders stay grounded on the floor. So if that left shoulder is picking up a little bit, just ease it back down, even if that takes you out of the twist a tiny bit. Option to turn and look over your left shoulder if that feels good for you. Begin releasing all of the effort from your body. Feeling your head get heavy, your neck muscles release. Softening that front side of your chest and feeling your shoulders melt beneath you. Let go through your belly. Sink heavy into that right side hip. Notice where you feel supported. Notice where you feel ease. Observing how your breath feels here. And take your twist over to the left. Option to look over your right shoulder. And once again, beginning to release from the top of your head getting heavy. Your neck muscles releasing. Your shoulders melting beneath you. Letting go through your core muscles, your belly, your hips. And melting heavy into the floor. Gently return to your spine. Feel free to take some windshield wipers, dropping your knees side to side to release your hips if that feels good. If you would like to take an inversion, like legs up the wall, you can place your heels or your hips under your hands, under a block, a pillow, and send your heels up towards the sky. You can move into shoulder stand by walking your hands up your back. If you'd like to take plow pose or deaf yogi, feel free to drop your feet over your head, drop your knees towards your ears. Taking whatever progression feels good for you. If that is not for you today, then gently begin to find your way into your final resting pose of choice, however that looks for you. Feel free to stretch out, take up space. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And drift softly into that sweet place of surrender. Savasana. Deepen your inhale. And very gently begin to draw your awareness back into your physical body. Softly inviting movement as you feel ready. Wiggling your fingers, your toes. Maybe gently rocking your head side to side. And as you feel ready, gently roll to your favorite side, fetal position. I'll invite you to take just a few moments here before walking away from your practice today to check in with you and notice what's shifted from the time that you landed on your mat to right now. Fully acknowledging that the driving force behind that shift is you. Your commitment to show up, your decision to nourish your body, your decision to be present, to practice. And honoring that you have the capability innately within you to create this shift, to create any shift you wish to see within at any time you choose. So remember to take that with you. As you're ready, bring yourself to a seated position. Draw your hands together at heart center. Take a moment here for deep gratitude. Honoring our bodies with deep love and appreciation for the blessings that they are. Thank you for showing up for yourself today, and in doing so, showing up in a better way for the rest of the world. Take a deep breath and let that go. Namaste.